Good morning, it is windy out here. Anyway,
Sanction, so
ride 11, off to work. Always get some dirty looks when you're doing a 3-point turn in the road. Well, the World Cup is here, finally. A month or so of free football. This will be the second World Cup that takes place and I have a job in sport. I tried a few times to say that in a nice eloquent way, but it wouldn't come out, so hence the jump cuts. But I jump cut all the time anyway, so that's fine. But yeah, my first job in sport, officially as a full-time member of a team, was at a company called Give Me Sport, and I was responsible as the video production manager of putting out daily video content so that it could go across all of their social media platforms. But I would say that this is my first proper job within sport in terms of being in a sport. So Give Me Sport, we covered all sports, and at Manchester City it's football. So we'll be looking at the World Cup under the spotlight, focusing on our players as they go along in their group stages. Now we have, I think it's 8 countries being represented in the World Cup via City players, and a lot of them, you would say, play for the nations who are the favourites to win the tournament. So we have Belgium, Germany, Spain, Argentina, Brazil, England, you know, just to run a few off the top of my head. I'm looking forward to how this tournament plays out from that point of view. This is the second time a World Cup has taken place whilst I've been in employment within sports. But because of my role in this particular job, I'll have to keep an eagle eye across all of it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to taking it in like that, from that perspective. I'm looking forward to the weekend. The weather seems to have changed here, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the drone up because it's very windy. I will be releasing a video in the future about the time I lost my drone. It's one that I should have put up closer to when it actually happened, but I still think it's relevant. It's quite a good story to tell. I just need to work out how to tell it. I've got to make a complaint to my broadband provider, because last night I tried to upload yesterday morning's vlog, and it's only about 8 to 10 minutes long. It's only about 400 to 500 megabytes in size, and I set the export going at about 8 PM just before I headed out to the cinema to watch Deadpool. And when I got home from the cinema at 11 PM, it still hadn't uploaded, and it was actually stuck at 33%. Now that is just ridiculous, and I had to restart the upload. I left it running overnight, and I woke up this morning and I went down to it to see that it had completed. But nonetheless, I don't want to have to be uploading content that far in advance just because the upload speeds in my area are Stone Age. So I'm going to have to make a complaint to my broadband company and maybe even look around for a new broadband deal to get faster access to the internet. The 5 AM challenge has not been going according to plan. Like I said, with Serena's mother and sister in the house the other day, I didn't think it was appropriate to wake up at 5 AM and go around the house making noise in the morning, so I did can it off for the second day as well, which is shocking. I don't even know why I've set myself the challenge, but you know, just because I set myself the challenge and it hasn't worked in the first few days, it doesn't mean that I won't win. So having not done it for the first 2 doesn't exactly mean I have failed. It just means I haven't started. I don't think I was in a good place to start at the time I said it. It was kind of like, because I've said it, I'll do it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to rest over the weekend, make sure I go into Monday well rested, and that is when we will properly begin, if not before. Like I said, I can do this anytime I want, but once I start, I will try to go all the way through and finish. On another note, I released a video last Friday asking for donations to go towards a charity called Calm. You can see the video by clicking on that link above you now. And I just wanted to let you know that I will be making more videos to do with this charity to try and aid the appeal for donations. And what I want to do is I want to make a more serious video where I can go into more detail about the relevance of that charity and maybe talk about some case studies that they have done in the past. But that will take a little bit more time and preparation. It will be not included in the ride series as a ride video, but it may be one of the intermittent videos I drop here where I aim to make them more highly produced, just so that I can deliver a better product when talking about something as serious as male suicide.
Right, let's do the non-stop hour, a whole hour of no adverts and
I just looked across to my left and I saw a lady digging out a booger. Now I couldn't look, so I looked away, but I could not look back. And when I looked back, the booger finger was in the mouth. Oh, no, not good, not good. Just seen a mum with her young child on the back of her bicycle in the seat, cycling into the wind on this really windy day. Shout out to all the mums who struggle to raise their children without the luxuries of a car. My mum did it for years. With 2 children, I know that it got to my mum so badly that at times I remember her saying, wouldn't it just be nice if a stranger with a car stopped to help you? That's how much she would have loved a car. So shout out to that lady. Shout out to the mums out there. I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. Just had to get out the car there, as there was a bin on the road. A wheelie bin had blown onto the road. So yeah, doing my civic duty, keeping the city of Manchester clean, keeping the traffic moving, and letting everybody get to work on time. Okay, a little bit of a different ride in for me there. Just maybe some ramblings and some odd observations that I saw on the way in. I kind of like that because usually I feel like I'm under pressure to find a topic to talk about each morning, which isn't always easy. So yeah, a nice drive in on a bad day. Right, so I'm out here at work. The World Cup has begun. I hope you enjoy the football over the next 30 days or so. Maybe leave some predictions that you have for games coming up in the comments box below, and I'll also probably do a video about what I predict. So yeah, that's it really. The weekend is now here, so I hope you have a good one, and I will try to as well. Right, see you later.